Today. Folks, Brandon isn't the only one fighting against the left wing's extremism. Mario Presence is the uncle of two California kids, school-age kids. He's fighting against woke indoctrination inside of GovEd. Here's what he had to say to the Conejo Valley School Board. Watch.
It has come to our attention that the district intends to teach transgenderism to children under the age of 10 without parental consent. If I were to teach your child about my sexuality without your consent or involvement, I'd be arrested. But when the school district does it, it's education. Districts are teaching transgenderism when they should be teaching science, math, and language.
Joining me now, the man himself, West Coast leader of Gays Against Groomers, Mario Presence. Mario, thank you for joining us. You know, it was a proud moment watching your speech there. For years, the left-wing press and leftists tried to say that all of we Latinos supported illegal immigration. At the same time, those same folks are spreading the propaganda that all gays believe in this sexualization of our children by GovEd. How alarmed are you that GovEd is pushing?
I'm extremely alarmed. As you know, Latinos have very large families. We get it. When one family member has something to deal with, everybody gets involved. And happening to be an activated American, I saw this coming down 2013, and I had to say something. So I had started making videos, making commentary, and from that it grew. And when Gays Against Groomers started, Jamie Michelle said, "Hey, can you help us?" I said, "Absolutely, I can use the skills that I've acquired." I went to the school board where I have a niece and a nephew, and I said, "I need to say my piece," and it shook the world.
Wow. Well, you know, you may be fighting more perversion in GovEd very soon. I want you to listen to this teacher who thinks it's part of her job description to discuss her polyamory sex life with students. Listen.
I pride myself on being a teacher who's very open about her life. And one of the things I'm very open about is my sexuality. I have a trans flag, a bi flag, a non-binary flag, all on my desk at my work. But there's one thing I'm not open about, and it's being poly. And today that actually became something I had to worry about for the first time. And one of the kids on Tuesday is going to ask me if I have a partner. And the answer is yeah. And I have another one too. And I don't know how to handle that conversation, because while I know that the kids are more accepting of things like homosexuality, bisexuality, all of that, polyamory is not in the conversation. It's not something that is talked about.
Well, Mario, should parents be forced to fund this woke agenda in the nation's schools?
Absolutely not. A teacher's sex life has no place in the curriculum. The students have no business understanding or knowing anything to have to do with what goes on in the bedroom with the teacher. I, as a homosexual male who's in a monogamous relationship of 19 years, that's one of the things that I fight in my own community. They often ask me, "Oh, how long have you been together?" When we tell them how long we've been together, the next question is, "Oh, open or closed?" Like as if it's a normal question to ask. And this is not a normal question to ask any couple. So I'm vehemently against any teacher teaching polyamory or anything outside of their curriculum, because the students, the sad part is the students have seen a decline in their reading abilities, their mathematics ability. The test scores show it. The only thing that's actually going up in schools around these days is STD rates, and that's terrifying. And this teacher wants to actually talk about it more. That's only going to inflate the problem.
Well, Mario, thanks very much for standing up and telling the school district out there in Conejo what they needed to hear. Thank you, man. Appreciate the time. Coming up, she